here. Get the Weeboo set up. Oh man, do I have a red light? No, can't put that there. Shoot, just hang it right there. All right. Open up the windows. Go back over here. Nobody can see. All right. Oh no, not yet. Where the hell am I? This thing on? This thing's on. Man, I'm not gonna make my 5 p.m. upload, that's for sure. 2 hours I was there. Man. Hooray, yeah. God, I'm starving. All right, we'll let everybody pile on in. I'll give you some background and just basically my thinking of why I'm going to take the job. And there's one very key component of why I'm going to take the job and what's going to set my pricing. Vlogging action. Is that what this is? It's a good day, but I gotta still edit today's video. I'm not sure how that's gonna work. Kenny, welcome. Let's see here, we gotta do a little boosted launches. Oh, had traction control kick in. These fancy new vehicles with that traction control button. Right for Kenny. I swear, you guys really make this YouTube thing worth it. Reading the comments, there's some funny guys out there. Always have something witty to say. Unless you're the jackass that told me to install the cabinets upside down. Alright, what do we got here? We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lane highway. Why is this so bright? Maybe I can do this action. Maybe that works, I don't know. We got 51 people in here. We'll see if we get up to 100, and I will give you the update. Background about the customers, why I spent 2 hours with them. It pretty much just sealed the deal. They are having a very well-known bathroom remodel company, one that's advertised all over the TV, the radio, coming out Friday. But this lady was so funny. She said, I don't think we're going to use them. My son said not to use them. And they want to do all this extra. What do we got? 58 people. We got to get those 58 likes going. No, not bath fitter. Okay, let's see here. What do we got? Let's do a little question and answer until we get the numbers up. I want to make sure everybody gets to see it, because as you know, this goes to private pretty quick and is only available on Patreon, which is only $1 a month for that tier level to see these live streams. So if you're interested in seeing this one or the past ones, the 8 hours, the 9 hour live streams that I did last winter, those are available. 99 cents a month. Cancel at any time. Let's see here. Questions? Anybody? Anyone? 2 hours. with a potential customer shows that you can make make time for them. They're elderly. Both of them. It's a widower and a widow who remarried, and definitely treating this one completely different than the normal younger yuppies that I typically work for. Let's see here. What's my favorite color? Hannah, are you really a chick, or is this your mom's YouTube channel? I've been seeing you pop up in the comments lately, Hannah Montana. Some of these jobs, I don't know. When you get to a certain point, you're 29. Are you a male or a female? Everyone wants to know, Hannah. There was this guy in here posting on his wife's account, Melissa or something like that. It's one of the late night ones when we crack open a few beers and everybody was all about Melissa, and he's like, hey, calm down, this is my wife's account, I'm not a chick. Hey, Jake Jones, it's been a while. You've been around for a while. We are at 96 people, so I didn't really see much questions other than what my favorite color is. Let's see here. Hey. Okay, so highly referred handyman. To them, they know a couple people in this line of referrals. Said you got to use this guy. The man is 88 years old. And I don't know how old the wife is. They go to Mexico every year for the winter. This year, because of the dang cartel, they're going to like Arizona or something like that. How much money they have is irrelevant. I got a little too close to them. They're really, really nice people. We had conversations throughout the whole 2 hours. As I said, that they are elderly, so I got to throw out all that stuff about making top level money. But my business has changed a little bit. I have a YouTube channel, and they will be gone for the winter, and I have full access, unoccupied, in January to do this list here. Of course, do I have phone numbers on here? No phone numbers. Got a full list here, and I'm going to keep my price mid-range to low, even though I said I was going to jack the price up for the freaking code in the elevator and all that. But it is YouTube content, so that will offset the elderly discount that I would be giving them. And who knows, maybe my elderly discount is still not in their budget, but I know that I need to make about $3,000 on top of the materials to make it worth the frustration of doing manual labor. So that's how I estimate what's someone got to pay me to do this work. I know market for these young yuppies that I normally work for, I could easily get $5,000. Easily get about $5,000 out of this, and I could sell it for $5,000. But I didn't do any salesmanship or anything with this. Didn't even ask them what their budget was. They're in their 80s. They're religious, keeping things simple. All right. So, would you guys like to know the scope of work? To see what I'm going to charge for this $3,000. Keep in mind that's $3,000 in my pocket after material costs and maybe some gasoline costs. Diesel. Don't put gasoline in here. I have a question. Do you often ask what their budget is? I always ask what their budget. Did you have a budget in mind so I can help you with your design choices and some pricing options? I always try to get a number that they had in their mind. And usually they're not thinking I'm coming up with a sales strategy by asking that question. Okay, she starts off with this little piece of plastic that goes and protects the corner of a wall. It says we come in here with our shopping cart, we bring our groceries because they got to go up a elevator to the 9th floor. And I'm like, oh man, I wonder what they got for me. I thought I was doing some tile work. Anyways, here we go. Paint entry and hallway with wall repairs. Install 2 corner protectors. Caulk and paint the baseboard in entry and hallway. I supply, what do I supply? I supply the caulking and the painting. Under cabinet lighting. There is currently halogen under cabinet lighting. It's up to me to research and find an LED system that's a little bit more streamlined, and kind of upgrade the switches. Nothing real technical. Here's our first decent size portion of the project. 30 square feet of backsplash. And I said we'll probably go with 40 because there's going to be waste, and if there's extras, I'll return it for you. If I need more, I go grab some more. And it's a small kitchen. It's a corner unit, which is pretty sweet. Corner of this building with $1 million view. They bought it 10 years ago, was 2009. They probably, I haven't looked up the value of the purchase price, which I normally would do to see what they paid for it, but it was probably a lot less than what they paid for, or what it's worth now. So that's kind of not a relevant strategy to see how much money they got. Subway tiles, and they have no design ideas, no color ideas. They're going to live there until they die. It's not for resale. They're not fixing it up to resale or anything like that. All right. So this takes us to their, I got to hold this out here, keep covering up my face. It takes us to the hall bathroom. It's dated. The shower is dated. The floor tile vanity has already been updated. But they don't want to update their shower tile. It's 4x4, 4.5 shower tile. This, your standard shower tile. And they have some discoloration in the caulking at the bottom where it meets the shower pan, and some discoloration on the lower grout, like very limited. And to me, I said, well, do you want to update? Are you wanting to update and do a full gut job with new tile? They're like, no, we just don't want the discoloration. I said, well, I can cut out the old caulking, replace it, and regrout your tile. And they're like, oh, the bathroom company said that they were going to have to gut it to the studs. I said, well, if you wanted to update and put new tile in, yeah, that's what you do. She says, oh no, we don't want to do that. I just don't like the discoloration at the bottom. I said, well, it's very common to have moldy caulk. She says, yeah, we've been here for 10 years and we haven't had we've done zero maintenance to this shower. I said, well, I can take care of that for you. A caulk and regrout is, they were very happy that they did not have to have basically a $3,000 gut job of just the shower. What else we got here? So caulk and regrout. Okay, we got paint the entire ceiling in the master bedroom. It's a huge master bedroom that leads all the way into the bathroom. They want me to remove curtains and install some new blinds in that master bedroom. Now, this is probably almost a bigger job than the dang backsplash, is paint the living room and the kitchen ceiling. It's huge. It's most of the square footage of this unit. Not very high ceilings, white ceiling paint. Limited furniture to move. Another good thing about them going south for the winter is I get to work there uninterrupted, without having to worry about picking up all my masking because there's no one going to be living there. So I can leave my drop cloths down. I can leave my tape up until I'm done, which is a huge plus for YouTube channel content, and it just makes things easier. But it's oh, and they want me to put in a low profile LED mushroom light, or it's not quite a boob light, it's mushroom light in their master bathroom, the shower area of the master bathroom. Not that bad. A week's worth of work. Yeah, and I can hop around. Like, I don't have to wait, if I'm waiting for, thin set to dry on the backsplash, I can just keep working on painting or regrouting or caulking. So I would take my time, because I do film and edit every single day. I will probably only have tools in the hand for 6 hours a day on this project. I'll probably have mouse and keyboard in the hand for another 3 hours a day during this week. Daily uploads in January. There you go. $3,500 is going to be my estimate. That will cover all my labor, thin set, primer, grout, caulking, and that one light fixture. That $500 will easily cover that. Probably only have $100 in material, so probably be make $3,200 for a week. Can't take the tool trailer. I'm not sure how I could use my tile saw. They've got like I said, it's a corner unit. They got a balcony on both sides with AstroTurf carpet on it, green carpet. I have a nice tile cutter, so if they choose a tile that I can use my tile cutter on, that would be great. That would save me from bringing the saw up, and I think I could, I could use my polisher to polish the edges and everything. A factor that you should take into consideration when doing a tile backsplash is that tile backsplash has a handyman job written all over it. Use the tile saw in the tub. There are no tubs in this house, but there is a master shower that I technically could fit my small tile saw in. Interesting tip there. Thanks for that. I'd have to, for a few cuts for a backsplash, where you really need to do some manipulation with the wet saw. It's a good idea. It's not legal. Who gives it? So there you go. Another good benefit of me doing what it takes to get this job and exceed their expectation is they got referred to me double from 2 people in this line of referrals, and getting that positive feedback, because old people love to talk. They're lonely. These people chit-chatting like crazy. They're going to give that feedback to those people who referred me. That's going to give those people confidence in referring me out again, and it's going to put it in the forefront of their mind. Wow. And one of the guys is their son. He's gonna be like, oh man, that feels good that my parents feel very confident, they're happy, and they called me immediately after this guy left to say thank you, and he seemed great, so it's, you gotta, I always say I go for that top of the line price for what the market will allow, but bigger than that one job is jobs for the next 3 years, and the next 3 years off of those customers. So before the bottom line price, the goal is to get them high value for their money. And that value, it may not be in the finished product. It may be that they just like me, and they're want me to do their thing. Another thing they brought up was, so you're the only person that's going to be in our house? So you will be, because you have to sign in and out at the front desk every day. And you can't work on weekends, you can't work on evenings. Kind of perfect for YouTube content. I edit in the evenings. So, condo work is the worst. It is, because of the dang, well, there is no stairs. This is on the 9th floor. I ain't going up 9 freaking stories on the stairs. Elevator work, that type of thing. All right, we got a few more minutes for some last minute questions. Anybody got any questions about this project? YouTube? There's only 200 people in here. It's a very intimate setting. Anyone? Anyone? Is this thing still working? I got the WeBoost here. I should have service. Only 200 people, yeah. We're getting, you're supposed to get a massive kitchen renovation video today. Well, as I said in the first live stream, I only got about 60 seconds edited so far. So it's going to go up an hour late. It'll probably go up at 6 p.m. Eastern time. So that gives me 2 hours. Jeez. It usually takes me 3 hours to edit a video and get the thumbnail made and all the tags and stuff like that. I just saw this. I don't follow it, any of that, but I don't even want to give an opinion on what I just read. Okay, what if they ask for tasks that you just don't want to do? I don't have that situation often of tasks that I just don't want to do. Like refinish the only thing I can think of is large volume of flooring. Any type of flooring I don't like to do. I would refer them to a flooring company. But any small jobs, paint, curtains, backsplash, regrout, caulking, corner protectors, light fixtures, I have no problem doing. What did you factor as cost for just the backsplash portion of the total cost? I don't even break it out. I just know that this list here, as a group list of bulk pricing, I'm going to need about $3,000 for this week's worth of work. Now, if they called me just for the backsplash, they said, handyman, we just want this backsplash done, it would be $1,500, not including the tile, for this 40 square feet or 30 square feet of backsplash. And that does include removing a little bit of granite backsplash that's currently there, that's glued on, that will probably pop a portion of the drywall off. So $1,500 would be that small 30 square foot backsplash. Somebody has a good Rick Rod. This would be a nice building to start another line of referrals. They're highly connected. We get in the elevator. They're chit-chatting with other people. It definitely could, keeping that price point affordable and realistic for an 88-year-old couple, could lead to. I don't want to get involved with a bunch of old people, though. The reason that I want this job is, one, they're not going to be there, so I can have the freedom to film. There's $1 million view, and they come from a line of referrals that I don't mess with. I don't try to get rich off of this specific line of referrals. I make sure to secure the future that they keep referring me out. The human side of estimates. Yeah, I mean, they're really, really nice old people. Honestly, I think that $3,500 price is very, very reasonable, especially since it's on the 9th floor. You know, will I take a deposit? I'll get 50% up front. And as far as a contract goes, this list here, keep in mind, they're old. They want to see a dude with a pen and paper writing stuff down. They want to see a real tape measure. They don't do the internet. They hate Amazon. We had a whole bunch of conversations. The guy used to own his own pharmacy, got put out of business by Walmart. They winter in Mexico every year for the last like 30 years. Not that I mean, you could use that information for some feedback on what they're worth or what, you know, they're looking to do. One of the questions I asked them is, so the reasons for these renovations and upgrades, is it for resale value? Excuse me. Or is it for your own personal enjoyment? They're like, we're going to live here until we die. And it's for our own enjoyment, not resale value. I said, okay, so that says I don't need to encourage any sort of trendy looks like gray paint, or they are going to go with subway tile, but glass subway tile is the trend for backsplashes, which they very well may go with. All neutral to everything is a shade of beige or brown in the entire house. So they're not trendy, and they're just looking to do some upgrades for convenience until they die. It's kind of weird hearing them say that. But really, really nice people. Oh shit. Oh, this is another thing that sealed the deal. I forgot to tell you this. So we're all in the bathroom together, master bathroom, and he said he fell in the shower. Blood was everywhere. I'm like, oh geez, how deep are they going? The sliding glass shower door, they say it is malfunctioning, and do I know how to fix it, or should they get a new one? And messing with shower doors, man, it was a bold step, especially an older one. And I was like, oh, I can adjust this thing. I could win the job if I haven't already won it already. But messing with these old shower doors, you guys know them. You get into them, they can be a can of worms. The freaking thing could fall apart and your hands shatter. The track could pop off. So what I did is I swapped spots with the old guy. I lifted it up, I set it down, I saw the rear of the thing was dragging, there was scrapes on the bottom track, the wheels weren't broken. I pulled out my Leatherman super tool, and no, is it a super tool? I don't know, I got the fancy Leatherman. I adjust the wheel, I slide it back in, and they're basically, I mean, they're old people, so they're easily impressed, but they're just, we've been living with that for months since I fell in the shower. So what basically this guy did is he fell in the shower, he banged the door, and the wheel just got up a little bit. That little thing there, they just were blown away, that free service. But I don't encourage that, especially on a dang old shower door, because it is a can of worms. But I got lucky, and I came out kind of looking like a hero that, wow, this guy just showed that he's familiar with our problem, and he handled it within 60 seconds with a tool that he pulled out of his pocket. It was kind of impressive to some old people that are not handy. And it's funny, the old lady, she's saying, he's not handy, kept whistling and winking at me. She was whispering and winking at me throughout the whole thing. It was kind of funny. And he's a third deaf and a third blind from a stroke that he had in Mexico last March. I'm like, man, that's not the place Mazatlan, Mexico is not where I want to have a stroke. So that is, just wanted to share that real life experience of what I knew before, where the lead came from. I don't normally spend 2 hours. 50 minutes would be enough to establish myself to them, take the measurements, make the list, that confidence that they have in me, share just enough to find something that we have in common. I don't know what it's building a rapport is what the sales gurus call it. But old people, they're bored. They sit in their high rise. They look out the $1 million view. Having a young man come to their house, I don't know. They just like to chit chat. So let's see here. We can do a few more minutes of questions, but actually, we can't. I got to get to editing this video so that it got how much to paint my car. I used to paint vintage military vehicles in college. It was one of my college jobs. Great job from Jimmy V. Roofer Twins. Easy work, easy YouTube content. There you go. My DIY adventures. Yeah. So we'll see some splash. We'll see some regrout caulking. I mean, not rocket science, but to the people on the other YouTube channel, I think just about everything can be complicated. Let's see here. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of trial and error on that personal communication. Like I said, I didn't do much salesmanship on the price. What I did was building their confidence and me being allowed in their house when they're out of town. There's not going to be a bunch of people that they will never meet. There's usually this other bathroom company, they hire out to low-waged subs of subs. So 2 tiers down. I don't know what I've gotten into. Let's see. I'm scrolling back up, see what I missed while I was driving. How much to paint your car? This live stream is I don't know what a Woolog is. Shout out from Brooklyn. Hello, Brooklyn. Oh, that's a good, someone just put, I'm scrolling back up. Yeah, messing with old patio doors. That's a very common thing. You get someone's house, oh, can you look at our screen door or our sliding glass door? It's old, aluminum framed. A lot of times there's broken wheels and stuff. The shower does have 2 grab bars already in it. All right, we're scrolling up, see if there's any new ones. Oh, Jesus. Who's going to press the super chat button? Down there in Mississippi. Alrighty. I got to get back to work. I got to eat some food. My stomach is empty. Thanks for watching. Link will be, links, this will be gone for good here, unless you're on Patreon. So $1 a month, head on over there. Once my schedule slows down, and well, I thought my schedule was going to slow down in January. Oh boy. Well, we'll do some more with that Patreon page. More personal, not personal, but more details. All right. You gotta watch the video. It's a pretty good video. Hey, thanks. Niche Witch. Blue Log. Goodbye, everybody.